everybody, and welcome back to Skyline Horizons 2025 here in beautiful, a little bit rainy, Oklahoma City. We have some awesome Guilty Gear Strive action. We've already been cooking all morning long, and as we get into the later part of today, we got our top 8 coming. How are you doing, Kobe?
I'm excited, ready for this top 8. This bracket is now, at least the graphic, it's fully up to date with everyone.
Yep.
Look at Little Inferno. They're the only odd one out without a profile picture.
Yeah, hey, listen, sometimes the no profile picture vibe is really, there's a reason that like Faker never uses any skins in League of Legends, all right? That's one of the GOATs of all time. Yeah. And you know, now sometimes the default status is exactly what you need. Or we got players like Danny and Mike Saftig. You got the default avatar on Guilty Gear Strive. When you see that tank top roll up, you're scared.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that in a lot of games too. They just you either get sucked into the character customization like every single other game, or you're running just base.
Yep.
There's no, oh, I'm just gonna do a slight few tweaks here. No, it's either sucked in or you're not.
There's a lot of flex that comes in from running those base stats. We got some fist bumps, all smiles here. We are getting into our winners semis as we fight for a chance up there at the winter final. Knight Persona rocking the Faust, and Lil Galil 05 on the Eno.
Already, Knight Persona starting it off clean. Oh my goodness, the run to under 2. Faust might be tall, but he can run.
Ooh, didn't quite get the mix up there. And multi-hitting overhead.
That's one of the annoying things about Faust for Eno is Chemical Love does not work when Faust can just crawl.
Yeah. It's a good counter hit though. Gonna be getting some of that Eno Oki started. I love the frame kill into the JH. We're getting a nice confirm. Gonna drop a little bit. Going for some more of those scrappy confirms we've seen from Lil Galil in the past.
Yeah, J2K being nice at doing that. Nice 2K. Gonna counter hit Knight Persona at round start. The 6B whiffing. Plenty of whiff recovery there to take advantage of.
Job, solid routing here into the super. Stuck on that wall for ages. Knight Persona is our first seed for the evening. They have been cooking. Here's the meteors. Ooh, I like that. I don't know what we were cooking there, but I like whatever it was.
Oh, the deflect shield getting baited out. That's a free kill there for Lil Galil. And 60% of your burst left now. Yep. You got a little bit back from getting hit, thankfully.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, really, really nice. Not only bait on the deflect shield, but a nice punish. A lot of buttons would have just hit the deflect shield because it lasts for a decent amount of time there. But we did find a heavy button that would make it happen.
Counter it straight into mix. Unfortunately got the bomb, so you have to give up the turn a little bit. And the family taken by Lil Galil, the advantage running with it.
For overheads.
Nice catching with that cross up mix. Go to the corner. Now he's got a lot of disadvantage to try and make up. The bomb hits both of them.
Hit on the bomb. Mini Faust is here. Honestly, that's a little let Mini Faust win the game for you situation.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to let your opponent run their way into dying.
Yep. Very nicely done. We're going to be going 1-0 for Knight Persona, but definitely scrappy. Lil Galil is putting up a solid fight here. If I get the confirm.
Oh my gosh, yeah, these two H's just sweeping.
Oh, catching on the low once again. This is looking really solid. We do get the opportunity to be on offense. That is exactly what we want as an Eno player.
Yeah, that 6P, very good. Is able to hit Faust a lot more consistently than most other 6Ps will because of its lower to the ground hitbox.
Let's get that little JTK. Finding the dive kick situations. A scrappy little combo there, of course. Finding those light buttons. Knight Persona is looking poised to move move on here, but see what little Galil can cook with. Nice command grab on the weight.
Yeah, give you the afro. We're going to set it alight with the safe jump. And the advantage. All wasn't ready to block all the hits of 2K. Another afro being applied. Tried to go for it again, but burst going to end that dream.
One of the things always worth calling out in this Faust situation is the potency of Faust's anti-airs are really, really surprising for a lot of people. The 2K low profiles and hits straight up in the air. The 5K as well is just so, so good, and also a super solid starter for Faust in general. You can kind of get that 5K into whatever you want combo.
Oh, got counter hit by the wild assault. There is a pretty large gap there, but you need something like throw or a fast, about 5-4 frame button if you really want to be consistent at stopping that.
5K in the gap. Does find the cross up on Mix this time. Instant overhead into the command grab. Beautiful stuff. Afro is applied. Gonna get that burn into another command grab.
Still alive just barely for Lil Galil in the 2H. Gonna swing that scalpel at your toes.
Solid here. Does find a beautiful punish. Exactly what you're gonna need. We are currently on match point for Night Persona. If Lil Galil wants to make something happen, has to start the journey here with a beautiful combo.
Yeah. Plenty of life loss. Faust being very much in the business of lacking some guts. Makes it easy to get those incredibly high damaging confirms. But Night Persona absolutely undeterred, has so much momentum right now.
And gets that plus frames for free from the mini Faust, but this is looking really good for Lil Galil. Just needs one solid hit. The run up, nice piloting on the note to catch that 6P. Finds it this time though.
Oh, the sledgehammer gonna end what could have been the round win. Blocking the burst and the scalpel throw you at the wall.
Put the burst in the bag, head in the hands. Nicely done. Faded out well from Night Persona.
Yeah. Night Persona now moving on to that winner's final position, looking very good to make a run into winner's side of Grands, the ultimate comfy position in a bracket.
For sure. Already one of the favorites in the tournament for sure, but as we all know, anything can happen once the all of your plans are good until you get hit in the face. You gotta be assured that you're able to lock in and make the adaptations happen on the fly. You can't just rely on your character, rely on your natural skill. Sometimes you'll maybe stayed out a little bit too late last night, maybe didn't have breakfast in the morning, starting to get a little peckish here in the middle of the day. It can happen to the best of us. Everyone has those off days, and those upsets definitely happen. That's why they're so fun for us to watch here.
Yeah. It's like, I know there are some people who live and swear by, I do not eat before brackets.
Yeah.
I am not one of those people.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be competing, I need to make sure I'm eating. Everyone needs to make sure you're drinking water. You need to be staying hydrated wherever you are, whatever you're doing. It's very, very important.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
There's a lot of people, a lot of top players even, that will have these habits, like in a tense situation. I know I learned this from Slash. Like, if mid-set, you'll have like Kit Kats. Like, of course, the venue lets you bring in food, of course.
For sure.
I'll have Kit Kats, so you get like snacks, something chocolates, maybe some gum, because gum chewing it does actually improve your brain flow.
Oh,
so
for sure.
It can make you, it can help you react. Also, it's a good way to re-ground yourself, stop yourself from getting away. There's other tools like just take a pause. Like, you don't need to hit rematch immediately. You don't need to make the decision either rematch or go to character select immediately after a game ends. Yeah. You're not going to be hounded like, oh, it's been 5 seconds. Hurry up. We're not the Game Awards.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, it's definitely good to the chewing gum thing. I always think is really great because it's good to get in your head a little bit. Hey, we got the plushies here. A little plushie war coming in. But it's always good to, get in your head a little bit and think about what you're doing in the game. But it's also really great to get out of your head a little bit. You have so much muscle memory. You've got thousands of hours in this game or in fighting games in general. Sometimes just letting your own body take the wheel and just let go of some of that anxiety and stuff like chewing gum. I always had growing up in my dad's softball league. he always had one of his pitchers who he would have chewing gum, and whenever he stopped chewing gum, he knew that he was thinking too much, and so he would be able to like knock himself out, because you know that you're naturally good at this game, you know that you've put in the practice and the time, you know you have these things down, but you can get inside your own head, and having something to kind of snap you out of that can be really, really good.
Yeah, and like you said, not getting in your own head. Another piece of advice I was given for like prepping for Evo actually was there's a time for reviewing how the set is gone. That time is after the tournament is over. That's VOD review stage. When you're in the game, like you're mid-set, the only things you want to be thinking of are if you notice like something that your opponent's doing in a habit to take advantage, repeat that to yourself right then and there, but that's all you do.
Yep.
You keep yourself as locked in as possible, just thinking as little as possible. You want it not necessarily to be to the point of not thinking like where you're on autopilot, because that's bad as well. But you don't want to be getting in your own head of, oh, I need to be doing this, or I should be doing this, that.
Yep.
Tiny one-shot reminders or one-shot observations. Those are what you want. Otherwise, take yourself out of thinking, because you will overthink yourself into being slower to react. The worst thing you can ever do is mental stack yourself.
Absolutely. Like we're going to be getting a little bit of a button check here. Run of Gold Burst.
So you don't want to convince yourself that, oh, my opponent's thrown rock twice. Surely they'll throw something else different out, so I'm going to preempt it. And then they just throw rock the third time because they're just throwing rock. Sometimes, like, we can take it back. It's like the whole media literacy thing is sometimes the curtains are blue. Sometimes your opponent is just throwing rock every single time.
Exactly. I mean, that's why one of the most potent things in rock, paper, scissors is being like, hey, I'm going to throw rock, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to run up Gold Burst on round start. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to believe me? I don't know.
Gosh. I'm gonna Toby clone incident you. I'm gonna round start charge dust you. What are you gonna do about it?
Listen, if it is a Mei player on the other side of the screen, I will do everything in my power to not get charge dust. I'll get hit by anything else, that's fine. But you are not charge dusted.
Hey, in my defense, I did do that at Evo against a Gold Lewis player, but at that certain point in time,
the worst part is that it's valid.
Yeah, it was actually a valid round start because it was the only thing that worked against Gold Lewis's 5K at the time.
Yeah.
So I had to engineer my round starts to make the Gold Lewis end up using 5K, and I just chose charge just at the exact same time.
Exactly. It's always the worst when it is an honest thing. You're just like, why does she do that?
Well,
no, don't do that.
Well, you have an option that beats every one of my other good round starts. Might as well craft it so you feel pressured to use that one button.
That's the Testament versus Baiken matchup in a nutshell. Testament 2S beats every single one of Baiken's round starts except for Escabari, which on counter hit is an insane reward for Baiken.
Yeah, and speaking of characters with insane counter hit reward, Axel has been getting so much more reward for his buttons over the course of Strive.
Oh yeah. And I think that most importantly, you know, they're making the making Axel's routes cooler over time, right? That's the best kind of buff that you can get, is just getting more swag routes.
Yeah. So like, there was once at a time where it's like you could accept a couple hits here and there from Axel and be completely fine. Like, oh, I'm still at 60% live. But if you look at Wanderer right now, just these few sets of hits that Ice Dew has gotten has put Wanderer down to one touch being a kill with all of this meter in the backup. Although, you are still falling to the same thing that Axel happens. Is he's got no defense whatsoever. You're taking so much damage.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough on that one. However, got to reset. Got to take the losses as they come. Axel is one of those characters I feel like that really, really thrives in adaptable situations. Abba kind of just runs the same game plan at you no matter what. But Axel can really come in and be like, hey, your habits are for approaching from this part of the screen. I can shut down this part of the screen in particular.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's things like 5K, 6K. You've got 2P and 2H, which help with that smaller to mid-range.
Yep.
Whereas you have Renson for that very far range. Axel's just very adaptable character. And, of course, up close, we've got close slash. We've got 2K.
Yep. I think that, like, that's why a lot of Axel players will be throwing out 2P. There's always the 2P check that you have to pass from most Axel players,
Speaking
right? Like there's a big chunk of Axel players that are out there that will literally just do nothing but 2P until you react to it properly, and then they'll start playing the game for real.
Yeah, I mean, there are also matchups where it just is really good. Like Leo and Geo, for example, the step dashers really fall to 2P being such a good button. And this is the other thing too, is Rainwater. You got to be very confident with your punishes to that.
For sure.
Gun install, gets a block tornado, but you're a sliver of life against Axel. There it is. Perfect from Ice Dew to send off game one.
I mean, if it's going to happen, it's most likely to happen on these owners, right?
Yep.
Especially if you're looking at some closer games. You got a lot of mental stack, a lot of situations you're trying to think through on the fly, like we were talking about earlier. Ice Dude taking advantage of that as they take game one.
Oh my, the whiff punish from full screen. Wander trying to, predict that Ice Dew might be trying to run up again. But no, not this time.
Too bad. Nice jump over on the command grab there. Man, we are just so hard to hit. The 2H comes in. What are you going to do? A little bit of a hero burst there, but that kind of goes to show some of the frustration that Wander is probably experiencing right now. Trying so hard to get in and is just getting called out on every single approach.
Yeah, I mean, Axel and Potemkin both are very taxing on the mental for different reasons. But like you said, the frustration is exponential against Axel because he's not killing you very fast. Like all of his buttons are very, very light damaging if you're just getting hit. Like a 5P here, a 6K there, a 2P there.
Oh, that's not bad though. RC into burst bait. You're taking a clean 75 on this. Oh, not quite.
But I mean, hey, keeping this corner position, I like that from Wanderer because that is where Abba needs to keep you with no Jealous Rage on deck. And unfortunately though, one vision combo not even needed. You're just going to get Axel Bomber to down.
Very nicely done, and that is game number 2 over to Ice Dew. Rocking it in on the Axel. We were thinking, you got to think hard about what your options are. Going passive on the round star is valid, but also, sometimes getting that momentum and going for a big gamble on round star, like you were saying earlier, sometimes a bad option can be a good option. And also, hey, where did all your health go? I don't know where that last 60% of HP for Abba went, but help?
I don't think any help is coming. Wander is being locked down. The air-to-air counter hit. You do not want to burst an Errant here. There you go. Good pull-up.
All you need is that opportunity to get into Jealous Rage. Another big counter hit, but you have no meter to make the big confirm happen. Now you're in RPS situations. An Abba.
There's going to be a lot of trying to get in. Lots of meter to bully Axel with hops on over.
Yeah, found the right timing there. We've seen that move get counter hit quite a bit. Nicely done. Calling out with some of those lighter buttons on the approaches.
2H to end off that round. Now, Ice Dew looking down a clean 3-0, but we saw this situation for Wanderer before with the Niskati, and that ended up in a reverse 3-0. Maybe Wanderer can dip into that magic bag and pull out a trick once again.
Nice, there's a command grab landing. Gotta remember, even though you have adapted for the most part to these command grabs, they're still coming. You're not getting any big punishes on them regardless.
Yeah, it's because once again, it's like, there, it'll eventually work. It's what good is your opponent showing they know the counterplay if you stop checking them on it completely.
Really like using the aerial block stun just to keep Abba slightly farther away there. Run out some of that Jealous Rage, and the OTG is going to be enough. Another 3-0 in our winner's semis as Ice Dew is going to be taking it.
Yeah, and that'll be the winner's final has now been established. Disconnecting the dual sense. Let's go. That's what you're supposed to do. Make sure you disconnect those dual shocks, those dual senses. Absolutely. You don't want to be the one causing issues for another set because you go up to a console, you press the PS button to connect, and then you mess up the stream setup.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to make sure that you're doing a little bit of extra love for the TOs, keeping things running smoothly for us. Definitely highly appreciated. And also boot up some Fortnite after this. Like, what are we doing? We got we got some battle royales to play. I think that yesterday they were doing. I want to say they were doing some battle royale tournaments yesterday for the high school kids, which was a lot of fun. It's cool to see the esports kids cooking as always.
Yeah, I really like that. It's getting a thing that esports has kind of started spilling down in the education sphere. Because, like, of course, it started very early on, like with esports getting more popular, especially with the hero shooters, like with Overwatch started getting on the scene. It was just the pro teams. And then colleges started getting on the scene. You had collegiate esports with NACE.
Yep.
And then now it's spilled down into high schools where even the colleges are starting to put in the time and effort to grow those high school programs. And now it's starting to be huge. And now there's an actual pathway to get into esports other than try your hand at the roulette and the lottery of getting good enough to get noticed and then being able to get that chance to take a step up. Because it doesn't matter if you're like top 500 of the game and ranked. The step to go from top 500 to competitive is an entirely different level.
Absolutely. And it's always been one of my favorite parts about Skyline in general. You know, it used to be all kind of more bigger one event, but now they've split off some of the K through 12 stuff into its own kind of thing on Friday before all of the fighting game stuff starts on Saturday. And it's always so cool to see all these esports kids. And, you know, like back in my day, you know what? We had a single burnt copy of StarCraft 2 that was passed around the computer lab. I was about as competitive as anything got for that. And imagining being able to take a Friday off of school to come out and compete in some Smash Bros would be so crazy.
Yeah, I remember, that flash drive. At least for my school, there were 3 different games. There was Magicite, there was Minecraft, and there was, I don't remember if it was Reach or Halo 3. It was one of those 2 that we had on a flash drive that we would set up, and someone would do the work to have like a LAN server popped up.
Exactly.
So we would be playing Halo in the computer lab. Yeah, those were the days. Take me back to the simpler times when I didn't have to pay taxes.
Everything was so much more affordable back then, too. It was almost like I didn't have any living expenses.
True. I didn't even have to have a job either. All I had to do. My biggest worry was the homework getting assigned. Lie.
We've got Jacko here on screen, and I think I missed who our other character was. Oh, it's a Unica. It's Jacko Unica again.
Wonder if we're going to see the Venom come out here from No, this isn't Little Galil. Who is this? This would be Any Memes Necessary.
Yeah, there we go. Unica locking in that cyberpunk color. Looking swag with the jacket for sure. While we get in, just remember to send some love over to our lovely TOs. The bracket QR code is on the screen. You can check us out on start.gg. Follow the stream. Rainy Day Productions has been doing a great job putting some of this together for us. Also over on the other streams. Thank you to everybody who helps putting this event together while we do this button check. Getting into our losers top 8 sets.
Gotta love the button check special of Run Up Gold Burst.
Run Up Gold Burst. Blocking the Gold Burst is the most severe form of BM you can do in Guilty Gear Strive. That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes it just has to happen. You gotta let your opponent know.
Yeah.
So Evan's buttons confident in that they're all correct. Any memes necessary now good.
Gotta make sure those bomb setups are good to go for when they get in the game.
Try and put them in the mental side of, I got these setups.
Yep.
And then never press them.
What are they gonna do with that bomb? I don't understand.
It's not a bomb, it's a pie.
Lixow always tells me that the bomb setups are fake, but I'm getting hit. What's happening?
It's reactable. Can you react to it? Stare deep into their soul.
Here we go. Any memes necessary versus Evan. Couple of Oklahoma natives. Trying to find a mash out.
These little hits here and there, they add up very quickly for Jacko, though. Evan already below 50% life, but finds the advantage, is able to start turning the tables.
They have some interesting options, you know. The Unica fireball or laser beam is so low to the ground that it doesn't really interact with the flying minions very often. It doesn't have to worry about the levels there. Gonna lose the turn with the overhead though.
Oh, trying to use these fireballs to get in, but there's such a low life total. Elvin's just been taking so many small hits here and there. No minion to kill off the 2D counter hit, though.
Might be looking for a little bit of a chip out here. Got to make sure that you're FDing everything but the headshot coming in from the minion full screen.
Oh, nice fight back. Try to get these long-range projectiles on screen, but unfortunately, any means necessary has been on top of sending these minions constantly.
The bombs are here.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. You RC, you see the move, you try and counter hit it, and you just get countered instead. But any means necessary, able to take game number 1.
I think if I saw those animations correctly, was that a taunt RC?
Was it?
I think that might have been a full screen taunt into RC there. We'll have to we'll check the replay on that. That's for the replay stage. Get locked down by some minions here. Does get thrown there, even through the active front. Utica JH is such an interesting, very active button, but just not working out in that situation.
Oh, nice. Gets the hit. Gonna unsummon. Just try and get some of that meter back as soon as possible. Finds a 2K2D out of the corner. There's the bomb. And gonna burst out before it can do anything.
Nice jump out there of the corner. The minions set up behind. The tap dust gonna open you up. And just a beautiful round there for any means necessary. Looking super solid on this Jacko.
Yeah. Gonna take these back offs at round start. And now the minions out. Boot straight into your face. The slide gonna take out every single minion. But it's Jacko. She gets that meter back real fast.
Yeah. Quote unquote resource characters, you know. We got the bomb set, but the DP coming out immediately. We're looking for this bomb setup for sure. Nice here. See, we know that close slash is coming. We've seen it before.
Oh, nice. Gets the air to air. Picks up the conversion as well. Not able to get a wall break, but that might be preferable because you get to kill here.
Nice. Really solid there, finding the extra little bit of damage. And then looking like they're willing to put up a fight here for sure. We've seen a couple 3-0s already in the bracket, but
oh my gosh, the zoning. All the minions out, cannot slide through it, gets the bait. And now with the countdown, has to RC out of there.
out. Had a lot of time to make something happen there with the Jacko. Just being off screen and having those hitboxes still on the screen can be such a scary situation. You don't necessarily, you have to watch Jacko's animations for what the minions are doing. It's just too much.
Now any means necessary. Up 2-0. Evan has a lot of work cut out in order to be able to continue this set.
Find some good mix opportunities. Beautiful mash there.
You gotta just run away for dear life. Try and penalize Evan for being advancing, but with that danger lurking in the background. Now completely cleared.
That danger penalty at least giving you a little bit of lowered meter gain. There's the air throw. Red RC. And does find a beautiful route to kill. We may be staring down another 3-0 in our top 8 round 1 here.
Throwing these minions, and there you go. In the corner you go. Killed all of them, but there's still so much minion meter that there is no issues for Jacko whatsoever. Any means necessary. Getting the counter attack. Does the RC catching out the burst startup, and now Evan in a terrible situation. 2D counter hit with a perfect one away to 3-0 a set.
Yeah, that perfect coming in at just the right time, showing some of that dominance. We'll be moving right along to our next loser side match. Solid stuff from all of our players so far. We got another familiar face coming on through here after getting knocked out by, I believe, Night Persona early on in the bracket.
It's going to be Inferno popping up, and Aniskati will be following shortly. So they're going to have a nice, good set. We're going to have May back up.
Hey, we love getting some May.
Yep.
Got a solidarity for the homies there. And we got some homies in the crowd as well, some homies in the chat. Make sure to be cheering on your favorite players, cheering on your favorite characters, dropping a follow and all of that to support Skyline and all that they do. It's been an awesome event so far. Yeah. And we're having a great time, honestly.
Yeah, it's a great time, great day. Gonna have great friends here too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Oklahoma scene is a very tight-knit one and a very fun one indeed. We've got lots of games as well. We've got some big names in some of the other games. Strive, a little bit more of an Oklahoma local right now. Definitely the little Oklahoma sweep. I know there was a lot of other events that a lot of people were traveling around to.
Like there's
it's
First
kind
Attack.
of that time of the year, too.
Yeah, First Attack happening in Puerto Rico right now.
Yep.
I know that's where I think BSG is there.
Yep.
I forget if he had to cancel it or not.
No, I think BSG made it there and
awesome.
then was looking for an Airbnb.
Yeah, really good. I mean, for BSG, there's a little bit of ability to farm some of those Arc World Tour points. Very important because he is wanting to go to South Korea to be actually confirmed as a player this time instead of making it all the way to the grand finals of LCQ and having it just snatched away.
For sure.
Which, I mean, the new Arc World Tour format's going to be brutal.
Yeah,
because
for sure, because of round one, all the losers are going into the qualifiers, right?
Yeah, it's like if you get brought out to South Korea, if you qualify on points or through a platinum event, you're guaranteed, like you get your hotel, your flight paid for, and then you have the ability to enter into the LCQ after the group stages.
Yep.
So there's literally no reason not to if you don't make it on to day 2.
Yep. It's definitely, I mean, it's scary. It's scary for sure. I think it's going to be a big increase of the quality and also the competitiveness of the LCQ.
Yeah.
It's scary for the people who are trying to get in on the LCQ, and they're like, well, all the real, like, super goated players are already qualified, so we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, they're here. They're here to throw some hands.
Yeah, because the terrifying thing is how the format works, for those that don't know, is that out of the 16 that could qualify, or I think, the 16 that gets qualified, only 8 make it to the top 8.
Yeah.
So for the 14 non-LCQ winners that play the group stages, they take 6 of them from there. So it's going to be like first. I think it's a double elimination variation.
Yeah.
So you're going to have 8 people from the pool of qualified by points or platinum event go into that LCQ, making it just that much tougher. When last year, everyone who already qualified was already guaranteed they could not have the chance to play in the LCQ, yep. So you're much more likely to make it. And then also because it is in South Korea, the amount of NA talent that's going to be in LCQ obviously will be a little bit lower, but it's easier for EU, for Japan, for Oceania, for EMEA to get there as well.
Yeah, lots more global presence from Arc World Tour this year, especially with a lot of those EU events getting opened up. A little button check. I'm seeing the bit here. We're button checking on Kai Kisuke, making sure that DP input works for your May coming up.
Well, I mean, Aniskati has played Kai here and there in the past. It is a character that Aniskati does have at least at some level of tournament readiness. I don't think that Aniskati has been practicing the Kai very much, so almost guarantee that we'll only see the May, and of course using that good all blue color. Color Aniskati has used for years.
Yep. Really good. Always good to have a color that you kind of claim as your own. One of my favorite like beef matches in fighting games is when people play for a character color.
Yeah.
Instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts. Heaven or hell.
Letting the intros rock. Getting some lore here. Well, it's not a phase, Mom Unica. I like it.
Versus May. Rule 1. Let's rock.
Start off with 2S, trying to keep things a little simple. 5H, gonna get whiff punished. Inferno finding the correct spacing and timing to do so.
Nice reset there. Okay. I like a little OTG, making that mental stack strike throw happen for you. Doesn't kill though on this one.
Oh, on the slide. Inferno perfecting an Niskati, coming out of the gate super hot.
VP. Trying to find the 2S, just barely whiffing on that though. Getting the charge, but getting punished for it on the jump in. Really, really patient on the walk back here.
Oh, that's huge. 5H counter hit. And with May damage, especially can use, Super does not opt for it this time, wants to keep that meter in for this post-wall break situation.
Honestly, pretty reasonable. You get, wow, what a throw.
Yeah.
What a way to stop all that momentum. Almost a checkmate situation there, but does manage to find a tap dust in the neutral and get you opened up.
Yeah. Even though in the most recent patch, Far Slash from May did get buffed so it can connect into S Dolphin from a little bit further, it's still not a guaranteed hit confirmed for May. So you get to have at least that little sense of security playing these very far ranges of May's Far Slash isn't a guaranteed hit confirmed.
Yeah. Another Far Slash here. Run up 6P, definitely a potent option, but can get smoked out by some scarier options by May. At 5H in particular is what I'm thinking of. A little cross-up protection coming into play there as well. PRC going for the aerial button.
Yeah. Gets clipped by the close slash, trying to backdash, and now here you are in the May blender. Have to block everything. Gets the FRC 2D. Going into Goshigawara, not able to find the kill. If you were able to go into the whale, you were able to kill.
Oh, this is scary. Red RC, you gotta find a spot to burst. Oh, there you go. That's a good spot to burst.
All right, Red RC to make it safe. That 2K popping in. Final touch 10 situation, and Niskati get in game number 1.
Yep. Super nicely done as the May starting to lock in on some of these scrambly situations. Lots of meter usage just to win out on the neutral, which in general, you know, if you can force your opponent to spend their meter to win neutral, they're not spending that meter to combo you, which is really, really good for your survivability overall.
Absolutely. Oh, big counter hit JH in the corner, but it's going to be aggressively bursted back in. Niskati still has burst. I'll throw whiffing 2+.
Trying to find this IAD back into JH in order to beat out the Unica Sun Dipper, but it's a little bit spookier than that, a little bit more aerial than some of its predecessors. Solid. I really like that little TK fireball.
Oh, the tap dust coming out once again. You know, Niskati might be smelling some blood in the water, and like a shark is clamoring for it.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah, a little BRC forward into the throw, nicely done. Good use of the meter there as well. Make sure that it stays burst safe, secure the round.
Oh, nice. Gets the back throw. Keeping a Niskati in this corner is where you want to have May as Unica, even with the threat of such a strong 4-framer.
Yeah, the 6P into DP, definitely a good route there. At least get that hard knockdown. Ooh, nice.
Waited just long enough so JH's massive hitbox would not conflict with any punish attempt.
Yeah.
And now, Niskati, very low life, has to give up burst on the next hit or face death.
Yeah,
Maybe trying to be greedy and keep it for the next round.
Inferno's just doing such a good job of adapting in this set. Is looking so much solid.
Yo, that was a solid little handshake. Gets the tap dust once again. It has been Inferno's kryptonite this set so far. And counter hit 2K. You're going through the wall. You are still alive.
This is definitely scary. You want to secure this set. Yep, a little bit of a checkmate there. You had to burst in such a small window in order to let that happen. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah. For Niskati, that round could have been potentially better on the 2K counter hit just to take 2D and Oki again. so that next hit is guaranteed a kill instead of having to play that neutral where Inferno had meter to use.
Yep.
But some things like that are very hard to, you know, give up the dopamine reception of I got counter hit, I'm gonna combo and break the wall.
I love going for this charge into the dash cancel. What a throw there. Didn't quite have the frame advantage that you were looking for.
Got the mix and just gonna extend it with some close slash. Air blocking charge 6H. It is much less plus if you get to block it in the air.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not going to work out for you this time. Good counterplay, but the Mei just keeps on swinging that thing.
Yeah. There's actually a funny little bit of incredibly advanced anti-Mei tech. If you TK air block Mei's charge 6H, it's actually minus.
Oh, damn.
Instead of being +8. It is minus enough that sometimes you can actually punish it.
Well, that's wild.
Yeah, but it's just so hard to do consistently.
Yeah. Nice, finding the low. Red RC, Disney fast pass, going to open things up here. Into the super. Nicely done, managing to secure the kill.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Ooh, nice slide. Oh, wow. Was not ready to punish 3K on block. There was no meter. And this is a devastating combo. Going through the wall. No burst still. Hard knockdown. 60% of your life is gone.
Some pressure in the corner. Nothing too scary yet, but any hit could be devastating here. Unfortunately, the RC you still have to block. Doesn't quite win the neutral for you this time around, but we find a good hit. Just waiting out the burst. Beautiful patience.
Yeah, see that your opponent's still on the ground crouching after your RC. It's like, that can only mean one thing.
Gotta take a moment here, collect the mental.
Mankind
Think about which interactions in that last game you need to clean up a little bit, how you can make the adaptations happen. You are already outplacing your seed a bit, but this is a scary Mei player for sure to have to deal with. Looks like we're pretty locked in here. Getting a little bit more active on the buttons, a little bit more fast on the offense.
Yes. And I mean, Mei can thrive as being an incredibly hyper-aggressive rushdown when she needs to be. It's just being able to play that way consistently is very difficult for her due to not having a wide bag of special moves she can use. Oh!
What a bait on the throw. Beautiful spacing from Inferno.
Yeah.
Really nice backdashes here too. Making sure that in the times where you are not safe, you're at least escaping some of those faster punishes.
Oh, nice. Calling out the throw. Rewarded. Not able to hit the kill, but this is chip out potential. Oh, nice late air throw.
Not like this. It could happen to you.
Yeah.
There it is. The little 2S going to close things out. Almost no meter on deck there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Unica's 2S just going underneath the 5K and just spaced far enough away. 5K did not hit, too. First CP represented it. It's working out.
Oh, that's a big hit.
Yep.
That is not a hit that you want to be taking, and so much of that can be burst safe as well on that route.
Yeah, although Mei does have a lot of guaranteed burst opportunities. Inferno not taking any of them. The YRC going to stop the tap dust from potentially claiming the round, but the JP is there.
Very nicely done. Mei is looking to run away with this set. Moving on in our loser side of the bracket here for Skyline Horizons. The charge is gone here. BRC back, but it's not going to be enough. The JH is still active.
Yeah. And that was just far enough away. 3K did not link, but if you're at that far away, 3K is not linking, that's -4, so you're never punishing it.
That's opening you up.
Inferno now on a very small amount of life. Throw is enough to kill. The far slash will connect with a wild assault. And that's going to be an Iskati. Yep, taking the set, 3-1.
Yeah.
Moving
3-1,
on.
Very solid stuff coming in. May still hanging out in the bracket for us for a little while longer at the very least, as that is the entirety of the first round of our top 8 secured. We will be going either back up to winners for winners finals, or we will be sticking it out down here in the bottom of the bracket. It does look like we're probably going to be sticking it out down here, because I see, I believe that was Lil Galil wandering on up there. But we got Wanderer, any means necessary. Lil Galil and Aniskity get down here in the losers quarterfinals, and winners finals currently populated by Night Persona and Ice Dew. Well, Faust versus Axel Action up there.
Oh, it looks like we're making an Iskati play twice in a row on stream. Hope you've got endurance built up, because you're not getting a break just yet.
Absolutely. Make sure to get those matches locked out as you can.
And here we go. We're attempting for a little bit of a psych out with the Kai once again.
Yeah, the Eno and the Kai, you know.
Yeah, just play May. Don't even have a chance to come off stream to try and make your opponent forget. No.
Right. Yeah, got brains full of Kai counterplay here. I mean,
it's also the funniest thing. Aniskati is still button checking despite not unplugging the controller, not getting the profile overwritten, not even standing up. It's like, your buttons are guaranteed to be the same. I promise you, they're not going to change on you in about 5 seconds.
Go a little red light.
A little bit hot under those lights, I assume.
Yeah, I can definitely warm up quite a bit. It is a really, really nice day out. Nice and cool, finally escaping some of the summer heat this weekend, which has been nice, getting a little bit of rain for living up to Rainy Day Productions' name here.
Yeah, because, I mean, at least for as far as we're concerned, yeah, it's the low for where we are is 4 degrees lower than the high is here today. So we get to enjoy some nice, cool weather. Granted, it does come off, you know, the rain. And for some reason, I didn't think it was possible, but Oklahoma drivers are worse than Texas drivers in the rain. I thought Texas drivers in the rain were the worst.
Listen, it definitely, I think that the perception of Oklahoma drivers gets worse the more from Texas you are.
Oh, tried to show something.
I missed it.
I
was
missed it too.
laughing. I was giggling. I was yucking. We got Eno and May. I'm imagining we're going to be seeing some 5H counter hits this game.
So the funny thing about this matchup is you won't see 5H counter hits as much as you think you will. It's far slash that's the real problem normal for Eno.
Okay. I can see that. May's far slash kind of got that like upward tilt to it.
Yeah. It's a lot more consistent at anti-air. Of course, 5H is really good against Stroke the Big Tree since it does throw up that wall.
Yeah.
But far slash just Eno can play at this very awkward range for May's 5H.
For sure. Done. Finding that reversal here. Galil is going to have to lock in on some of this consistency.
Nice. Blocks the DRC instant overhead and tries to backdash the close slash catching, but the 2S won't pick up and finds a 5H to end off the round.
Little frame trap opening things up as usual. That's a scary hit. The first hit is going to be so scary for both these characters because while May is not a Vortex character, the buttons just put up so much of a threat that if you are in a pressure situation, you have to deal with the mental stack of, if they hit me, I'm going to take so much damage.
Yeah. It's like, who knows, May isn't going to end off with some specials and keep things going very often, but her normals are just, like you said, they are very awkward, or unique, rather, in their frame data and usages. Look at this. Lil forced to give up the burst, and the tap dust has been working out beautifully for Aniskati. One last attempt for Lil Galil. May's not really going to be in the business of chipping you out. But that Stroke that Big Tree going to get clipped by the 2S for a game win.
Yeah, that reversal not quite working out as you would want it to there. But has plenty more opportunity. Aniskati has the lead right now, and the momentum is most definitely in their favor. Resetting in the corner here.
Ooh, nice, gonna use that Chemical Love. Will counter hit the 5P, but the counter hit Dolphin. Now, Will Galileo being able to fight all the way back to mid-screen. Backdash catch will be had by JH. And the 2K going through the wall.
There's another overhead kiss. Getting a little bit of damage down in the corner off that command grab. That's why we were labbing those Kai DP inputs earlier.
Yeah. Oh. All right, well, next touch can definitely kill for both players. They both have burst, and yeah, you're not gonna burst here. You're gonna accept the round is lost and go into your second round with your burst attack, because Mei can and will kill you before you get burst back. She is one of those characters.
Trying to find a match there. I like the idea.
Yeah.
I think the 5P might be actually just a little bit too fast for its own good.
Yeah, but also it being too fast, it recovers in time for you to block, so all good on that front. Oh, nice. Doesn't have any meter whatsoever.
Oh.
Doesn't need any, but the hop went over Lil Galil, but it does not matter. And Niskati will find another counter hit, and now is up 2-0.
Nah, actually, I didn't like that counter hit. I'm going to get a different one.
Corner combos, who's she? I don't know her. Mid-screen combo, though, that's my girl.
Listen, I'm not getting clipped being one of those Mays who just wins off a counter hit 5H. I'm going to be a real gamer. Counter hit 5P is where it's at.
Look, all I'm saying, some of these counter hit 5P combos can go really hard.
Oh, yeah.
They're just actually really hard.
Good, solid pressure coming in.
Nice 6P. Eno 6P is a very, very good against Mei. It can counter hit her 2S, especially now that her 2S has been slowed.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Good answer to the JD. That button's ridiculously disjointed, but it doesn't matter if you're going to put a reversal super out there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big hit and finding the kill. Lil Galil is going to be doing their best to get on the board here.
Round start. Dolphin gets that guaranteed overhead kiss, and now does not take the opportunity to take the burst. I mean, it's a guaranteed burst if you want to do it on that up Dolphin, but decides to let the wall break go through.
Be careful here with some of these backdashes. Can chase backdashes really effectively in some situations. A low profile, though. Nice catch with the PRC back.
Able to whiff punish that JD as well. Very strong from Lil Galil, but you're not out of the woods just yet. Oh, yeah, you have to burst that. You're dead if you don't.
Send help. Low profiles the Dolphin. Nicely done. Unfortunately, doesn't get the full pickup and gets whiff punished for it.
Nice. Oh, the close slash. Close slash almost sold.
That was close, but we did get to make that happen here.
Yeah. Oh, my big counter hit, and now Lil Galil gonna have an Iskati in this corner. There is no burst to save you, only deflect shield.
Does find it on the close slash. Gotta be careful though. That close slash can safe jab some of those reversals.
Yeah.
When you get it meaty enough.
Big 5H, another stroke the big tree just ended, and there is meter here to get a hard knockdown. Almost gonna go for a Yamada-san combo, but just did not have the double circle inputted, and that is set point achieved. Aniskati moving on to loser semi.
Very nicely done. Keeping it to the burst safe routing as well. Solid stuff coming in from Mei. Making sure that super confirms just in time.
It did not focus.
Got a little shout out.
I'm sorry to tell you, it did not focus, so we don't know what was written.
That is a-okay. Moving on to our next game here shortly. Great stuff so far, though, from all of these players. They have all been cooking. They've all been putting their hearts on the line and their hands on the line here for Skyline Horizons 2025.
Yeah, and it's been great to see. We're getting into the tail end of the bracket, unfortunately. I mean, all good things have to come to an end, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. We do have only a couple more games here for you. We're going to be wrapping up our bottom side of the bracket, and before we move back up into our winners' games.
Yeah. Yeah, we are getting to the point where it's winners stay on the setup very
My favorite
shortly.
Part of the night, your favorite part of the night. It is winner stays the rest of the night. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Although, thankfully, because we are in a Strive tournament, we don't have to deal with the winners finals, first of 3, losers semis, best of 3.
True.
Mix up.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, just first to 3 the whole way through. Thankfully for Strive, these games keep moving on. No characters that take too long to wrap up their games. Although one of my favorite fun facts is that Faust takes about an extra 50% a time per round. It was one of the call-outs that Apology Man made back in the day of like, playing Faust in tournament is such a unique experience because you're literally, over the course of a tournament, having to play more Strive than everyone else in the bracket. So you just get so tired by the end of it.
Yeah, that's what I noticed in Grand Blue when I pick Galleon as my counter pick is the rounds in which I win, the timer goes below 50 seconds.
Yep, exactly.
And with someone like Narmaya, is like games can end by 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
They on average end so much quicker. And it's a hidden tax of playing some of these characters. Like, sure, you might be winning more often, but
if it's taking you longer when you win, you know, it tires you out, and you know it can be very taxing, not only emotionally but also just physically. You know, it can be a little bit warm. You're got a lot of adrenaline coming into your system and a lot of adrenaline dumping out of your system. It can be very, very exhausting to work through some of this stuff.
Yeah, especially if you go to losers earlier, where you're just having to keep playing games over and over and over again, because that is one of the incredible privileges at bigger tournaments when you're in winners is. When the pools get staggered, like you have pools, then top 190, 196, and then top 64, top 24.
Yep.
Like when you're on the winners, like you have 1, maybe 2 sets in that block, and then that's all over a 2-hour set, so you have to make time for the losers.
Yep.
Then you get to relax. But if you're in losers, you're playing a set, playing a set, playing a set, playing a set. Oh, that's the next block already because it's of how the time structure. Keep playing.
You look at your bracket runs generally, and the difference between if you're in winner's side, going from top 64 to top 24 is 1 game.
Yeah.
Or if you get down the loser side, it's at least 3,
Yeah.
which is just like, okay, yeah, I guess I'm here to play.
Yeah, and then same thing from top 24 to top 8.
Mm-hmm. A little button check here.
Yeah, and then, of course, when you're in top 8, the path to get to Grands from top 8, winner's side is 2 games. Winner's semi and winner final.
Yep.
And losers, if you get out in the first game of top 8, you've got losers quarterfinal, loser semi, loser final. That's an extra set. And then to win, you have to have an extra set on top of that. That's 5 sets you potentially
And then
have
on
to
top
win in
of
a row.
that, if your games are lasting 50% longer, you know, you can play a lot of games at these events. It's unlimited games, but no games. We're all smiles here. We got some good match. The ABBA versus the Jacko. Might swap off the Jacko.
Oh,
Just didn't get confirmed in here.
Yeah.
There we go.
ye old. I'm raring to fight too much, so I get to end up canceling out you by there's an error. We're going to go to the Fairy Force. All right, Jacko's going to be locked in. The fist bump signals that both gamers are ready. This is a choice. I thought maybe, maybe the Venom could pull out some work, but you don't want to be playing character if you're going to be playing a fragile character, definitely better to stick with the main, at least to start with, right?
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
There's no reversal. So that is one of the big privileges if you're able to play a character that has a DP, is ABBA has very strong pressure. Of course, 236K is very annoying for most characters in this game to deal with. It goes over their 5Ps, goes over their 2Ps. Their mash buttons don't work effectively against it. And of course, you can't choose a slower button that does beat it most of the time since those gaps are not long enough. But someone like Jacko can definitely keep ABBA at bay. You do have to be worried about the JD and having the parry represented, because you do not want to just giga buff Jealous Rage. It is something that gives Abba an edge in a Kai matchup, for example, if she can get that parry on to stun edge. But here we go. Burst already used by any means necessary, but now subtle zoning here from any means necessary is exactly what you need to do. There's the JD, but Wonder was in the air, so no parry could come out. Gets the air throw on, the Jealous Rage installed, and now Wanderer able to get a confirm going, able to pick up a ton of that meter again, start looping this time and time again. Oh, nice backdash, able to get the punish, and Wanderer, after a rocky start to the round, able to claim it in a wonderful fashion, and another counter hit. That's a great start. Look at all that Jealousy Rage. The Flex Shield allowing any means necessary to start it off. Big 2K. Oh, good block on the tap dust. No RC, though. And the explosion from the countdown catches Wanderer trying to take the turn. Oh, nice reaction. And it's fast enough to clip at least a little bit. Getting Wanderer back in. Jealous Rage going to end very soon here. You're going to get time to see the countdown. Nice PRC to stabilize the... Oh my gosh, what are we doing, any means? What are we doing? Great fighting, and with this Jealous Rage, now things are going from bad to worse. Gets the 2K, and trip out is a real factor. Jacko is a character that threatens it a lot. The tap dust, any means necessary, will be claiming around.
Little Jacko zoning coming through. The minions waiting for mash on one. The other one is here to back up the sibling.
Oh, nice. The whiff punish coming out beautifully. And Jacko is a character that can definitely orchestrate some whiffs, even from long-range moves, with just being able to run it back with a minion in the hand.
I like the idea of blocking out that burst as well, setting up the checkmate scenario. I mean, you know, it can be so scary in those opportunities where it's like, I can burst, I can try to find the catch-up, the startup of a move to burst on, but, you know, I've got a 5-frame, 10-frame window maybe to find that burst.
Oh my gosh, the run-up throw. Oh, nice 2S. It is an anti-air that goes both ways for you. Oh, the countdown.
We're going to get that bomb set up one of these days.
It did work earlier, just last the game, for any means necessary. Going for it once again.
Oh, didn't quite pull the camera back far enough, but nice burst bait regardless. Nice. Yeah.
Yes. Dash blocking with the minions already set up. It is a very difficult thing to do. Here we go. Any means necessary has the advantage, although no burst means this round could be pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, Abba is a snowball character at the end of the day. There's a lady with the stance that wins the game, and now she's in the stance that wins the game.
Big counter hits, no longer a trade. The countdown back up, but Wanderer just getting out of range, uninstalling to really have so much Jealous Rage here, potentially getting a kill. The 236K will orchestrate Danzai, ending off the round.
Yep. Solid stuff. You have the opportunity to continue this momentum as well. Burst advantage is here for any means necessary. But as long as you find somewhere, oh man, I think that minion on the back could have gotten a punish, but it was just a little bit too back.
Sees the air dash, ready with a 2D to snipe the landing. And since Wanderer did press counter hit confirm, there is burst to stop this from being a 2-0 initially. Wanderer having some good advantage, go through the wall, get the key grab, so you have Jealous Rage back at a nice amount.
Yep. Yeah, there's a beautiful anti-air. You cannot be pressing a button coming down to that situation. Tying us up to 1-1. Wanderer making it happen. Didn't believe that damage herself.
Hey, sometimes you'll surprise yourself like that.
Duel 1. Let's
bad. Catching again with that minion sneaking up out of the ground there. Means necessary, starting to lock it in. There's the charge dust. We don't got those combos though.
No, it's gonna take the quick ender. You know, it gives you positive bonus, so you get a lot of burst back.
I mean, it's better to take the short combo and get the positive bonus than it is to try to go for one of the longer combos and potentially miss out on it.
Yeah. Because Draco is not a character that does like to go for fully charged dust. Really does thrive off just using tap dust so much more.
Oh, yeah. This is scary. You're almost out of meter, my friend. Bursting out with a hero burst. The shield confirm. Nicely done.
Excellent reaction there from Any Means Necessary. Nice 2D at round start. Does stop and an advance from Wanderer.
Find a big long counter hit there with 5H.
I would like to see Wanderer, especially when there's not the minion setup, use the parry on Any Means Necessary using JD, just to get so much extra Jealous Rage meter for very little cost.
Yeah, definitely has some good potential for some optimization there.
All right, nice YRC. Gets the 2D to snipe. Tried to wait out for a burst, but Wanderer not wanting to invest it just yet. Wants to really push the limit, see if you can't get the win, and is rewarded.
Yeah.
Now going into round 3 with burst intact.
That Wanderer definitely making use of that Jealous Rage state as well. Does not want to waste the time being in a burst state while that Jealous Rage timer is counting down. Wants to get right back into the action for these kind of big bombos. Oh, miss a key grab though.
This life total is so much in Wanderer's favor. And with Jealous Rage online as well. Not able to go into Forever Elysian Driver for the hard knockdown. And you won't even, you might get one chance here. Great tech, and it's able to get the hit on the flash, but 2K. Wanderer's now in the lead.
Not believing the own cooking here. Wanderer 2-1. Making some of these scramble interactions work out for the best here.
Oh, big trade.
Actually not making the minion whiff punish there, but trying to get some more minions established as we keep working through.
Well, there's that tap. Dust. Draco really likes immediate burst. Does not want to let positive bonus get achieved.
Yep.
Nice. Gets the key grab, so you get to have Jealous Rage to install into if you need it. There it is. The trade, though, going to waste a little bit of time.
For the overhead, the burst is baited, and that is one dead Jacko. Wanderer looking locked in later sections of this game.
Nice, gets the boot counter hit, sending up the intercontinental ballistic minion.
Exactly. Fully off the screen. Actually, minion dies as soon as you go for the kick there. Another one. Yeah. We're 2S'ing it.
This is a little far. Is close enough for it, though. The Forever Elysian Driver going to give some extra time and damage for Any Means Necessary.
Gotta be careful here where you choose to mash. Any hit could spell defeat, and you also got to keep that mental and those reflexes tight, because you could accidentally burst here on a light hit or something and really mess up the rest of your set.
Gets the low air block, so that's not as many plus frames as Wanderer would have liked. And a big 2D counter hit is going to give the round win to Any Means Necessary.
Yep.
You might be going to game 5.
Absolutely. Game number 5 could be in the wings, but for right now, Wanderer needs to lock in on some of this counterplay. It has seemed the mask is off as well for the Jacko. Any Means Necessary is locked in, ready to take that momentum into the next game.
Oh, big 2S. Got the side switch route on deck as well. The uninstall, so you can install back with a lot more Jealous Rage.
Looking good. Anti-air burst. Baited? Question mark? I don't even know, but Wanderer takes the game. Number 4 there, tying us up 3-1, taking us to a 3-1 as they are moving on. All hugs, all love here at the Oklahoma FGC.
Ooh, that means our top 4 has been confirmed. It's going to be Ice Dew and Midnight Persona. Going to be Aniskati and Wanderer.
Yep, there you go.
So we're getting all 4 unique characters: Axel, Faust, May, and Abba.
Yep, and it does indeed look like we are going to be going into our winners finals now.
Yep.
As I see our local Axel player moving up to the stage. Yeah, once again we see Night Persona and Ice 2 there in winners finals. Wanderer and Aniskati in the semifinals. Very, very excited here. The Oklahoma Strive scene, very fun all around. Everybody has been smiles all the way down. Night Persona has been doing a lot of cooking recently in the scene in general. You know, cooking in some of these online brackets, like we were saying earlier. One of the best Fausts out there doing it in the scene right now, which is a feat in and of itself for sure. You know, it's definitely one of the more niche characters. You got to be so on top of your item confirms and all of that knowledge that goes into every single kind of scenario you can be in.
Yeah, it's like over time, characters might get stronger. Like Faust starting in Season 1 was very rough. And then he's just been getting buffs here and there with very little in the way of nerfs outside of system mechanics.
Yeah.
Of course, the big system mechanic nerf, no more super PRC. That hurt Faust a lot, but players been making it work, adapting to the changes.
Oh, it's Faust! Look at that!
Whoa. Who would have thought Faust would be here?
Faust IRL. Headphones off while we button check here. Chatting it up a little bit. These two have fought each other plenty of times.
Yes, they have, and they'll be continuing to do so. Because this is just winners finals. This could potentially be a grand finals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely has the potential for it, as both these players have been mostly undefeated, I think, so far in the bracket. At the very least in top 8, both these 3-0'd their first top 8 match, which is a feat in and of itself.
Let's see. Ice Dew has not dropped a single game, and neither has Night Persona, actually.
One of them will most certainly here as we get into our winners finals. These two are going to be duking it out. You see that DualSense just now getting disconnected. Make sure that that's not the DualSense for this here. Oh yeah.
All right, reconnecting it. There you go.
Hey, nice. One of the great things about Strive on PlayStation in particular is that when you plug in a controller, it just takes the input instantly. On PC and Strive, if you plug in a new controller, it's like, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, sometimes you have to go back to the main menu. Sometimes you have to restart the entirety of Strive. I know sometimes it's like that. Like when I'm setting up for streams and stuff, I have to start VTube Studio first before I start the game, because for whatever reason, VTube Studio accepts controllers, and it will be like, oh, if I started Grand Blue or Strive first, oh, what's that? You want to use your controller? It's not on your fighting game. You have to start it second. All right, looks like buttons for Ice Dew are correct, and same with Night Persona. We're gonna go into it.
Yep, just making sure that we got everything sorted here. Making our way into the game. Who dares, Faust? Fist bumps all around as we get into our match here.
Winners finals, Ice Dew versus Night Persona. Let us get into it. The first round start is going to be won by Scalpel by Night Persona.
That first hit can be so important for both of these characters, honestly. Axel wants to be able to build that space initially. Faust has the 2H, which is pretty potent at counter-poking zoners in corner situations. And of course the crawl under so many of Axel's higher hitting options.
Nice, gets the hit mini Faust to extend those hit stun frames. And Night Persona taking first blood.
Close slash into close slash thanks to mini Faust, very nice.
Oh my god, all the Rensons. Lots of respect here from Night Persona, and it's been paying off. There's the Afro set, most likely going to the JD safe jab. Yep.
Does get the Afro pop. The burst comes out on the BRC instant overhead.
Bar slash confirmed in 2H. Night Persona taking game number 1. Good step forward.
Yeah. Night Persona looking very locked in here. Player 1 though, Ice Dew. They've been cooking so far through the bracket. Has to lock in on some of the counterplay for Night Persona. One of the beauties, nightmares of playing each other so much is you can be so well locked in, well versed in the options that your opponent's going to pick. That means they know all of your tricks as well.
Renson zoning, just trying to add up some chip damage, trying to reduce the life advantage. But an Afro to Love is going to be picked up. That should be the round.
Yeah, the air stall there is so strong. 2 5Ps just completely whipping in a row.
Yeah. I think Night Persona was trying to figure out if you could get a combo routing that did not splat.
Yeah.
So you could deny a lot of bursts from Ice 2. Unfortunately, was not able to put that combo together. And that's going to lead into an early-ish burst from Ice 2. And going to be in a terrible position here. No burst, no deflect shield, no YRC even for quite a little bit of time.
Has just spent the whole game on this West Coast corner, and it is not a place that you want to be. You're just fighting for your life out of the corner. Even when you do get a little bit of space, you know, Axel doesn't really take that much space as he's kind of escaping. He's like, okay, you're at full screen. I need to take advantage of that. But Faust is just deciding, no, actually, you're at full screen.
Yeah, and a second game very quickly picked up for Night Persona. This could be even a continuation of Night Persona's undefeated streak.
Yeah. Night Persona, one of the best players here from the Oklahoma side. But Icedew has the opportunity now on the offense to put up a strong fight with the Axel.
Definitely showing why that seed 1 position is deserved. The back throw after mix. It's a little awkward for Axel to try and punish some of these more ambiguous mix, even with a 5-frame 2K.
Yep.
Ooh. Night Persona was still in the cutscene of the scalpel pull, so not able to get the punish with 2H that Ice wanted.
Push back into the corner. Here's a reversal. That looks like it might be a safe jab, though. Not quite. Faust close slash moment.
And around Night Persona finally having to bleed just a little bit. Ice though, with no burst, this round is going to be a little bit tough on the defensive end.
Yeah. Aggressive round start. Again, getting you pushed into that corner. You know your win con and you know how to get there.
There's that 2K punishing the mix. No meter left to help Night Persona, but a J2K counter hit. Get out of the corner. You got meter to cancel from this mix.
Yeah. That J2K doing so much work for the Faust here. Backdash on the throw. This is the start of all time, but another backdash, and you have an Afro applied.
Yep. Sets it alight, gets the JD, and just needs 6H, doesn't even need bone-crushing excitement.
POV, you land a back throw in an unwinnable matchup.
Oh, nice 2H. Going to be able to get the family as well. Get to take all this distance, all this space, send Ice2 to the corner. There is nothing you can do about it.
Crawling under the 5P as well. Those 2Ps and the 2H are going to be potent, but not having access to those easy overheads can definitely be a big deal because Faust players will be crawling a lot. You've got to find those overheads to open them up. There's the low multi-hit. He's just trying to help, man. You notice you fall down? Here, hold on, I got you. With the Afro that actually kills! Oh my goodness, I did not expect that damage. Thought we had at least one more interaction going in there.
Like, I know Axel takes a ton of damage. I mean, it's the whole reason why, like, a lot of matchups for Axel are, yeah, he does really well in the neutral situation, but the second you get him to the corner, he kind of turns on its head very, very fast.
Yeah.
And he takes so much damage, but sometimes it still surprises me, even after 4 years of Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, absolutely. But good stuff from Night Persona, and we are going back down to our loser side of the bracket in order to get some of our matches. And we are now, finally, in our favorite part of the night. My favorite part of the night, your favorite part of the night. Or day, I guess. The day, I think. We are winner
it's 2 o'clock.
stays for the rest. That's nighttime. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? We got Wanderer and Aniskati going up against each other, and the winner of that going up against Ice-Q, currently sitting pretty in grand finals. We've got Night Persona.
Still undefeated in terms of games. There is a world that we live in where Night Persona is able to take the entire bracket off of 3 O's.
Absolutely. Definitely could happen. We're going to have to see some lock-ins, of course. I believe that Ice2 and at least one other of these players, I think, fought against Night Persona earlier in the bracket, but we'll find out one way or the other.
Would have been Wander. Aniskati it was on the opposite side of the bracket.
The ABBA plushie sending some power here. Gonna have to lock in for your goats.
Fixing up those headphones. We got to make sure, because the players before you, they might have smaller heads. They might have awkwardly shaped heads compared to yours.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
They also might even have bigger heads than you, too, and that can be a little more weird, because sometimes
you put the headphones on and it's like, oh,
slips.
my God.
Like, oh, okay. All right. What is Aniskati going to fake out with this time? Oh,
I locked into the Kai Kisuke. I think this is all a leak. I think when final game, final round, the Kai Kisuke is going to come out and it's going to be goated.
Going to be switching characters mid game?
Yeah.
gonna win round 1. Is gonna spend a super. Gonna be really weird. Like, what? Maybe just have a third super, and it's like just rips off the bat. So now it's Kai Kisuke.
Yeah. Guilty Gear Strive Tag Fighter coming in.
This is just the preview. We're actually playing on a preview portion of GGST 2.0.
Yeah, Strive 2.0 is going to be a Tag Fighter. You know what's coming.
God. That's what the 3v3 mode was. It was to signal to us all along that instead of us getting DBFZ 2, we're getting Strive 2.0 as the Tag Fighter.
That's why they're patching Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and they're coming out with Marvel Tokon. All of that is actually a sleight of hand. They're just prepping for Strive 2.0 being a Tag Fighter.
Yeah, it's like all those characters from past Guilty Gears that you've wanted, yeah, they're going to be in the base roster now.
Yep. Make sure we get the right song chosen here, right stage. Okay, a little snow time. I like it. We're getting into some winter time. Mariah Carey's waking up.
We're getting into rest in peace stream compression. Oh, we're changing the stage, actually. No longer are we going to be on RIP stream compression, potentially.
I don't know. Hovering it a little bit here.
We're no longer going to be on
okay.
rest in peace stream compression. We're not going to be in rest in peace eyes, as Lars Canyon is going to be popping up.
Fist bumps all around. Having a good time here at Skyline Horizons.
Yep. Top 4 on the way. Losers semifinals. Wanderer, Aniskati, May versus good old ABBA. Let's get it.
So instead of reflecting on themselves,
We're going to have a 2S adventure here coming in from ABBA for sure. May loves being airborne, and ABBA loves their opponents loving being airborne.
Wait. Actually, this is actually a rematch from winners side quarterfinals where
okay.
Wanderer made the reverse 3-0.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So he got some pride on the line here for sure.
Yeah. Either you get the run back or you get double jeopardied. Only one solution is going to be the outcome. And right now, Wanderer starting off very strong, forcing the burst out.
Let's see. Solid pressure here. Little far slash under the Dolphin Hop, but this is a nice counter hit. Going to get a lot of Jealous Rage time in.
Yeah, one of the important things to note about Mei is all of her H counter hits are burst, guaranteed burst unless she has red RC. So knowing that, hey, you got counter hit by 5H, but you got burst, it's fine. You can just burst her away.
This is a solid start. The back throw incident, though, it can happen to you.
Yep. Nice counter ending the 5K round start, getting immediately into Jealous Rage. The 2S, such a gigantic button when you're in Jealous Rage.
Gets a free block. Excuse me, what happened to your close slash?
Yeah, what happened to the meeting?
A little bit too little recovery for your own good, I guess. Those 4-framers can be scary. Does get a counter hit on the up Dolphin. What's up, Dolphin?
Yeah. A little too far space for a confirm to come of it. The uninstall going to save a Niskati in the round. Counter hit close slash. You cannot burst that.
Nice. Finds an opening. Thinks that you can make it happen here. Has enough Jealous Rage to at least get into install, and that beautiful 2S coming in, hitting the whole screen.
It does not matter if you think you've crossed up ABBA. If she's in Jealous Rage, 2S can and will counter hit you still.
I mean, listen, the 2S is potent enough when you're outside of Jealous Rage. It's such a strong anti-air in general. It just goes from being a super strong anti-air to a excuse me anti-air.
Yeah, that is absolutely 100% true.
CRC, ooh, little JD starter, okay. Close slash, gonna cross you up.
Oh, nice. JK gonna link, or cancel straight into JD, gets a secondary hit, and with Yamada-san, this is a kill. No, falls off but wasn't ready to block. For those that are unaware, when Mei ends the wall break with a Dolphin, it is not guaranteed she gets to use the Whale Super to wall break with. Make sure you're blocking because you don't want that situation where Wanderer could have taken that entire round.
Yeah.
On block. It is not a good super to get blocked like that.
And ABBA definitely has that comeback potential with the install. And all of that little charge to get you through the wall. Looking for that install opportunity. The wrong button, whiffing the wrong thing. Could open things up. There's a burst into install. WinCon. Here we go. Waiter plus frames.
Ooh, still it's hit. Would love to see Niskati jump block that super just to reduce some of the advantage that ABBA does gain, but does not matter in the end. Set is now tied up 1-1. There will be no reverse 3-0s in this set.
Yep. Tied up. Gonna be doing some win trading here in our loser semis.
Donzai time. Nice IBFD on the second part of Donzai. Beautiful. Getting you some extra space, but it might not matter.
Into the Jealous Rage. This is a happy place to be for sure, but Mei's got some anti-air options of her own.
Yeah. And Niskati opting to go for an up Dolphin route there makes it very awkward to try and confirm. There's a whiff horizontal route that you can do instead that's more consistent, but it is a lot more vulnerable to getting bursted.
Yeah. Oh, stuff. The combo's still going. Let her fall. We are getting a little bit of advantage here, potentially for Wanderer. The Jealous Rage can just be so potent. The defense is really, really solid for Niskati, but the Abba's just so scary. The Far Slash actually winning the Far Slash war there. Waiter, plus frames.
Oh, try to challenge right after the 236K, but in Jealous Rage, May cannot fight after that effectively. Abba's buttons will be faster.
Who would a catch on the 2K for the back dash?
Dawn's Eye time, no wire. See the Orca coming out. You have burst. Wonder wanting to go to bait it, but no burst coming. There it is. Now has to fight through the end of the Jealous Rage. Gets the crossover. Not able to 2K2D into the Dolphin in order to get the kill, but fakes the overhead, gets the 2K. Niskati still in it.
Yep. Solid mix up there on the Dolphin. Finding another one here. This is looking like a solid round, but look at that Jealous Rage install into that JH.
Woo. The double key grab
meter back to that too.
This is actually not the worst situation for Niskati. You get out of the wall, you get some extra burst gauge.
Yep. You have to hold this until the Jealous Rage runs out, but with so much meter on deck.
Yep, burst at the last possible moment. Still in massive danger. The Far Slash gonna claim, or 5H will claim it.
That 5H is just such a scary button. It does so much, has just enough of a disjoint to really be a threat at those long ranges.
Yeah. It's like, oh, tries to go for it. The Charge Dust round start, if that worked, would have been massive mental damage to inflict. Ooh, backdashing out of the close slash meaty setup.
Big red RC.
Yeah, mostly burst safe confirmed there. Niskati really prioritizing trying to get positive bonus online. Good patience, out living through the Jealous Rage. And on this post-wall break situation, it'll be forced to uninstall.
Oh, trying to get a fast BRC forward, but unfortunately, I think he hit a button too fast. If you had committed to a full BRC forward, you would have been able to have the extra screen stop to react to that Dolphin there.
Yeah. Oh, another JH counter hit. Burst gonna get baited out. No good punish from that far away, though. Thankfully for Wonder, although it's only a silver lining to how terrible this round is setting up to be.
Oh, for sure. This is scary, though. You have a good chunk of meter here for Abba, and that meter can turn into Jealous Rage meter quite easily. Just like we see here. Almost got in, but the burst coming out. A little bit of a hero burst, but it looks like it might be worth it.
The clash and the tap dust. We're going to be sent to game number 5 off the back of this Charge 6H.
This is the 10th game between these two gamers in top 8 alone. So good to see the adaptations coming through. Both players having to lock in right now.
Yeah. All right.
Mankind knew that they cannot change
Final
society.
game it is. Leave it all, put every card on the table, no matter if it's the 2 of spades or the ace of hearts. You've got to do it. The time is now or forever hold your peace.
Not bad, getting things opened up nice and early. The early aggression and the snowball is so important for Wanderer. Niskati has to be able to block it out and shut these things down, trying to get that 4-framer in there, but it's not enough right now. There's a 2-framer for you.
Oh, the setup uses JP to auto time for that meaty overhead kiss. Uses the Orca. Now we're getting a hard knockdown. Not a lot of damage thanks to command grab scaling. Safe jab. Ooh, pressing after the plus frames. And yeah, going to take the guaranteed burst, seeing that Dolphin pop out. Oh, we're bursting. We're trying to be aggressive from a Niskati.
Yep.
Really wants this round. send the 3K. Listen to the voice in your head. All right, just Dolphin RC in. 2D counter hit. What a hero round from Aniskati.
Really nice. Yeah, locking it in. Was in the range. We didn't have the Jealous Rage meter, but was in the range for a dash-up Donzai to checkmate the game.
Yeah.
But definitely did a great job there with that RC confirmed. And just like that, all the momentum falling out of Wanderer's wings. Aniskati is looking poised, might even just win the game right here.
No. If Aniskati had meter for super, absolutely that was enough. But like, you are falling victim to even a Barde up Dolphin.
Yeah. This is scary. You got to keep everything perfectly tight. The Donzai is a good start, but the armor won't protect you from dying to that damage. And there's a back throw incident.
Yeah. The fall out of the combo, and Aniskati ready with the wake up back throw, moving on to losers final. And now you stay up on the stage, as it is that winners stays for the rest of the bracket. Losers final upon us.
Get your coins on the cabinet. Ice Dew is coming up for the losers finals.
Oh, I think Aniskati was asking if there's a want to switch the chairs.
Oh, yeah, fair. You never know.
But whew. All right, May, Axel. I know these two were playing earlier before the bracket and some casuals. I only got to see a little bit. It went back and forth pretty reasonably.
Sure. A little time check there. Definitely a couple of very strong players here. How are your feelings on the May Axel matchup in general? You know, I think that Axel has a lot of that kind of matchup agnosticism, where it's like you can kind of, the matchup doesn't matter. It's whether or not the opponent knows the matchup that really matters in a lot of situations.
I mean, throughout the patches, this matchup has gone from being May's best matchup to closer and closer to just being straight even. You know, with the buffs Axel has gotten and a lot of the reworks and nerfs that have hit May have hit her hard in this matchup. Like,
yeah,
the Dolphin recoveries in particular really reduced her ability to just explode the damage in the mid-screen. Her slower 2S now making it less effective.
Yeah.
On top of just the damage nerfs over time. And Deflect Shield giving Axel another defensive tool is huge for him.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those characters that can act on Deflect Shield very actively. You know, the 2H in particular can catch a lot of buttons on Whiff Punish. Are we locking it in? This ain't no button check. The Kyle Kisuke saw them tapping the watch earlier. It's Kai time, baby. Oh, a little Cyberpunk as well. Okay.
Oh, it was just hovering.
Oh, they got me. I got mixed.
Hey, it happens to the best of us. All right, losers finals. Here we go. Ice Dew versus Aniskati. Make sure you're giving the player you want to go up to Grands to fight Night Persona. Give them all the energy in the world.
Yep. Send some love in the chat. It's Christmas Village time. The gift shop is open. We'll see which one of these players are getting more.
Yo, where's our Halloween stage? It's October. It's spooky season. Let it be spooky.
Axel versus May. Duel 1. Let's rock.
2S round start. As you mentioned earlier, that 2S round start significantly nerfed for May. Yeah. Used to be one of the most unmess-withable round starts in the game, but definitely has some more RPS options now around it.
Yeah. I mean, Ice Dew could have done a walk back far slash to whiff punish that 2S for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just walk back is just a very safe round start in general.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there is a words of wisdom that you might hear from time to time. You don't have to play round start. It is not necessary that you do it.
Yeah.
Just not do it. Not interact. Let yourself react to what your opponent's doing.
I mean, I think with Axel especially, you know, the losing round start, you lose so much as Axel. So just kind of opting out of round start is a pretty, even though Axel has a lot of very scary round starts, 2P in particular can be very, very scary for the character.
Gets the counter hit. Totsugeki and the back throw. This is where Mei shines. Gets the overhead and just going to invest that Wild Assault into getting a wall break. Oh, nice bait with the rainwater.
Trying to find anything. Mei is playing the Matrix right now.
Yeah.
Makes it in with that 2S.
Yeah, and that's kind of the annoyance that Mei has to think of in this matchup. 5P is just such a good tool for Axel. It doesn't hit her running, but it will hit a dolphin or an air attempt. And then, of course, you have to worry about 2P beating both the run-up and 3K.
Yeah.
With meter, 3K becomes a lot better as an approach option, but you have to be tempered in making sure that Axel is going to be committing to using 5P.
Yeah. Not bad here. Red RC getting a big combo on this one.
Yeah, massive, massive damage. Although Ice Dude does have meter, so resetting to neutral post-wall break situation is fairly good. Nice backdash. Tries, fakes out a close slash meaty, potentially trying to stop the super from coming out. And the JP will find a kill.
Yeah, I like the idea of the fake meaty in order to bait out that super, get that safe jab in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, in the year of our Lord 2025, Dolphin whiffing under rainwater is not a guaranteed good punish like it used to be.
Yeah.
Kaisuke, why'd you have to give that move 9 more frames of recovery?
Backdash with the close slash. A brave option here for the Axel. You got basically frame perfect backdash on that.
Oh, wow. The close slash. Just respect from Aniskati. Quite a little bit of risk. Oh, no, God. The run up went to go for a 5P while charging, and unfortunately, that got you into 2-1-4 for a beach ball.
Yeah. There's the overhead. Big counter hit as well. Jumps over the command grab. Mei spending a lot of time in the air here. Axel definitely has the option to shut down some of those aerial approaches. Overhead, get backdash count.
Yeah. 6K really good at stopping backdashes thanks to its slow speed.
Oh,
And yet just crafted into a 2S from Ice Dew. Ooh, the wish confirm off the very spaced far slash.
Yep. Well, IB on the 2P. Just goes to show how little time you have to react and block those 2P situations. 100% meter on Mei, though. This is a scary combo.
Yeah, and very unskilled going into the well. If this does in fact land, it is death, and yes, it does.
Very nicely done, tying us up 1-1. Both of these gamers got their work cut out with them to earn the rematch against Night Persona.
Taking a second. That is your right. Take a deep breath. Switch the song if you need to. If it's getting towards the end of one, might as well send it to the other. Have the consistent music track.
Yep.
Nice dash FD. Gets the back hit of JH. Not much you can do from that position, though. You need a counter hit for it to be of any use. And look at Aniskati's live. It has just been vanishing.
Yeah, absolutely. All of these small hits do add up very, very quickly. Axel's got some bombos as well, not just the bombos.
Yeah, and off that 2H, Mei has to go into Dolphin or guaranteed is going to be punished on block. It is hilariously minus.
Yeah.
Oh, 5H
oh
did
my
it.
goodness.
It just didn't reach. That's unfortunate for
Incredibly
Aniskati.
rare footage.
Yeah. Blocking the 2S. Oh, runs under. Wasn't ready to continue going forward. Just out of range of the tap dust.
Big counter hit. You definitely got to be bursting out of that one. You do, even if it is a little bit heroic. Back throw incident.
Yeah, Mei's close slash, now that the YRC bug was fixed, is the only close slash in the game. Naturally burst safe to YRC at all points.
Be careful here. You are very much stuck in. Oh, no.
Had the same thing happen, and Iskati probably wanting a 5P there, but it's those charged character habits. You always want to be having maximum charges available if possible.
Yep.
And that just naturally will lead you into a 2-1-4.
It's a little bit scary here, and Iskati starting to pick up some momentum.
2K.
Reversal 2K.
There's 200 meter, uses the YRC. Gonna go Gorilla on in. Gold burst used.
Yeah, if you're gonna burst, it might as well be golden here. Get some of that meter, that positive bonus, not going to waste.
Yep. Good answer
Wow.
there to the beach ball. It is a 48 frame startup move, so you have time to look at it and choose your option.
Really nice BRC there instead of committing to a reversal. Help! There's a May coming at me.
Yeah, and Iskati gets to be as patient as you want. And
Nice.
the max range tap does to take the game. And Iskati is now in the lead of the set.
Yeah, I mean, with the burst available and with the meter available, and Iskati really, really good awareness to just lock in, say, I'll let you scramble and eventually put a button out that will let me win the game, and just waited for that option.
Yeah, sometimes when you're that far in the lead in these really tense situations, just letting your opponent be the one to make the mistake. 'Cause you don't, if the time runs out, you get to win. You have FD, you're not going to get chipped out.
Yeah.
Oh, back hit to H. Just going to let it rock. Another tap dust. No burst here to get out of this punishment. You're taking it all.
Definitely a scary moment. On Iskati looking like they could be about to run away with this game. The 3K opening you up. A little May Dipper.
Yeah, and this is exactly where May preys upon a ton of players' mentals of getting tense, getting nervous because you're in potentially your final game, final round, and the amount of damage this character does can be criminally high.
Yeah, May also, like you said, the damage can be so high that you can blink or you can sneeze, and this final round is just a done game.
Yeah, and especially too when you're this tense, you sometimes make bigger mistakes, like not this like minor. Oh, it was a match situation, and I got mashed on by a 5P or 2P, and okay, I'm taking a little bit of damage. Sometimes these mistakes are, oh, you got H button counter hit.
Yep.
Get on in with the safe jump setup. Blocking the YRC, you have a chance to burst. Burst safe on the up dolphin, and that is a Iskati moving on to grand finals.
Very nicely done. Grins all around. Once again, these gamers have been fighting each other for a long time, and Iskati is going to be moving on to face off against Night Persona in grand finals here.
Yeah, that was really great awareness from an Iskati, knowing that in this incredibly tense situation, you have meter. Ice-Dew has to be looking for a burst here. May has a combo route that is burst safe. Granted, the full burst safe combo route would not have killed Ice-Dew in this situation. So you're really kind of taking that gamble of doing close/up dolphin, which is really hard to do, by the way, because that is a standing button into a down charge. You have to really be on top of your input buffering. Like, once you get it, got that burst, and you claim the round.
A little RPS. I'm about to lose the RPS against the lanyard there, but getting things locked in, making sure everyone is nice and comfortable, looking drippy here in our top three. I do have to say, we got. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, in these two matchups for both Ice-Dew and Night Persona, you're playing a character that has lower defense.
Yep.
May's burst safe routes do like fractions of a damage to her normal ones,
Yep.
especially for her overhead kiss. Like if she's doing overhead kiss in the corner and going to up dolphin, many times that combo is not going to kill when you think May will kill you. But if you do burst, you reset the scaling. And
And then the combo that kills you comes in.
yeah, even if it's just like a close slash into one button confirmed, that will do more damage than every single hit of damage before it.
Yeah.
So it is very scary sometimes, but it is a tip I have given multiple people over the years of sometimes accept the damage. Don't try and burst out of the burst safe combo, and you live, and it has actually gotten some people to win rounds they otherwise would have lost.
Yeah.
Mankind knew that Duel 1.
I see that grin. I feel the Kai Kisuke coming. It's here. We're gonna lock it in for grand finals.
You think? You think this is gonna be the time when we're not gonna get baited?
Yeah, totally.
All right, just gotta get the combo trial out of the way.
Yep. All right, gotta do that 3 more times for it to lock in.
Looks like both players are ready.
And here we go, your grand finals for Skyline Horizons 2025. We are here in Oklahoma getting this regional underway. Fist bumps. Let's lock it in, the May and the Faust. Round start, I'm expecting some aggression from the May for sure. You want to get that stone rolling for May, but Faust honestly is pretty fine with taking maybe a 2P, but like just a little crawl back like that on the round start, totally fine to take that.
May actually doesn't want to be aggressive at round start against Faust because of 2P. Her only way to actually beat his 2P is to walk back 5K as a call out. Everything else will either get counter hit by 2P or you just simply won't punish and it'll get blocked. It is really advantageous at round start for Faust. But, like I said, if you guess wrong as Faust, you're dying.
Yeah, speaking of momentum, Aniskati absolutely swinging the anchor. Burst gone. Not even half of it built up before you died as well.
I like this, just playing very patient. Aniskati really using the advantage May has of just sheer damage is outscaling how much Faust can do on all except one conversion.
Yeah.
Specifically, Faust's anti-air 5K routes do criminal amounts of damage, but if you don't give Faust that specific routing, you're fine.
Yep. Absolutely. Here comes the trumpet. The boys are here. Little Kara in the mix. I'm a simple man. I see Kara's. I'm very happy.
Oh, nice air throw, but you had to respect the explosion.
Yeah. If you were just a little bit later on the air throw, maybe, but you would have gotten the air throw in that case.
Wait, Mini Faust did not proc there? What?
You know, he's on vacation, I guess.
Trade.
It's holidays.
Oh, the 6H, even with how vertical that button goes, was not able to reach Night Persona.
Mini Faust here for some mauling post-mortem. Beautiful round start from Faust, getting to open things up. Like you said, if May is a little bit more worried about the round start options because of the 2P, that threat of 2P can allow you to do a lot more interesting round starts.
Yeah, now a Mini Faust in the stomach. That was not the Mini Faust in the stomach, that was just another raw one, and nice 6P.
Up for the far slash. Oh, headshot by the weight. Coming in off screen. Night Persona taking game number 1.
Yeah, the object permanence check was failed.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Game 2 here. Night Persona defending an undefeated record here at Skyline Horizons.
Oh, the thrust not going to find much, but the Wild Assault in definitely has Aniskati on the back ropes. There is no burst as well. Gonna let the fall down straight into another thrust, and that's a ton of damage. Yep, that's very minus on that JS, very high hitting, especially for Faust, who is a tall character.
Nicely done. Catching those perfects, by the way, coming off those multi-hitting lows. And Night Persona starting to get the groove of things back in. That round 1 was a little bit spooky. Aniskati came in warm and ready to rumble.
The trade with the far slash. No one's in a huge advantage state. The far counter hit. Gonna proc that Mini Faust and get punished for it. Oh, there's a pretty nice looking donut.
Banana's been consumed, banana peel been dodged out, and here's the command grab loops for you. 100 meter, by the way. Isn't even needing to spend it to make it happen here. Fake out with a command grab.
The gold burst whiffed!
How does that whiff? That's a tragedy. Even Night Persona was like, I don't know how that whiffed.
Well, I don't think that was even a wanted gold burst from Aniska too. It's like they just happened to be gold. You know, the game heard you say if you're going to burst, might as well be gold.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know what? You're right about it.
You're wrong. Well, it's a K2D, opening things up on the offense, exactly where you want to be for Aniska. Oh, wow. I'm surprised you had time to confirm that. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, off of any normal wall splat, May can go into the whale conversion. It is guaranteed on that point, but sometimes, you know, you're a little bit late and you can just take Orca, which is a very fast super.
Yeah. Nice. Going down, another hard knockdown here. Nice.
Yeah, no backdash in here. Close slash is a gigantic button. One of the few buttons in this game where its actual hitbox is larger than its proximity range.
Yeah. Get a far slash into 2H. Overhead's connecting. This is looking nice. Oh, that's a big 5H. And he's the bomb is going to be a
combo.
burst. Are you kidding? Oh no, not like this. We're scrambling a little bit, and we get the safety.
Yep. Wasn't on a red RC, so there wasn't mix to be had. Got him. Yo, there it is. We're playing tennis, but slipping on the banana peel midair.
Second banana peel slip of the game. This could be scary. You have finally done it, and Night Persona can bleed. That's one game down on the undefeated run.
Have to make a reverse 3-0 to go into just the reset of Grands. Can Aniska do it?
I mean, if you can take a game, you can take a set. You just have to be on the right mindset here. Does manage to get it backdash beautifully out of the command grab.
Nice dodge on the Scarecrow, but could not get the punish.
Find the air-to-air, finding the full combo. The weight, luckily, not going to be messing things up.
Positive bonus, J2K blocked mid-air, blocks the tap, does. Niskati's been getting so many people with it, can't be using it as a reversal of fate. Oh, wow, nice far slash, and takes the round off the 2H.
Beautiful stuff. This is a match point, tournament point for Night Persona.
First will be acquired in this round for Aniska, guaranteed. It might need to be in a position where it has to get used very quickly. Oh, got clear. Oh, what did the 2K but got 3K instead?
Help me. We're taking a little bit of damage on this one.
Dolphin stop to get a little bit of extra meter on the way. Catches the backdash again.
Really nice. Calling out that backdash habit really, really effectively. There we go. Close flash starter. Night Persona wants to end things as soon as possible. A game 5 could be potentially devastating for you.
Yes, it can be. But Night Persona in a hugely advantageous position, is very poised. One more confirm, and that's it. There's Meteors. And the RNG coming in clutch. You get the kill, and that is Night Persona as your winner of Skyline Horizon 2025.
Very nicely done with the GameCube controller. I gotta throw that out there. That's a little very nicely done for our Faust gamer here. Dropped one game in the entire bracket, but Aniska was just so locked in this top 3. Absolutely cooking. Oh, passing on the rock. Passing it back.
It's given right back.
There you go. Flattery all around. It is all smiles and joy here at Skyline Horizons 2025. That is going to be it for our Guilty Gear Strive for today. Unfortunately, some of our beloved characters will be passing on for now, but we have a lot more action for you. Street Fighter coming up. I know Kopi's going to be on the mic for that. Tekken coming up variety throughout the day. I'll be on the mic for some of that, so be sure to catch all of the action here, both here on Radio Day Productions and also over on VGC Bootcamp for some Smash. I believe we're still doing Smash Duos over there.
All right. Yeah. See y'all in a bit.